what is going on with the parole. My name is Attorney Deniz. I've been an immigration attorney for more than 10 years, and I'm here to explain to you everything you need to know about what happened last night with this parole. We're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty about everything you need to know. First of all, what happened? Well, a couple of states sued the government because of this parole, and a federal judge in Texas issued a TRO. A TRO is a temporary restriction order where the program has been halted for 14 days. This does not mean that you can't submit your applications. You can still submit your applications, but there's going to be no adjudications on these pending applications for 14 days. There are people that have already received approvals for their cases, but there will be no approvals for at least 14 days. What is going to happen in those 14 days? A lot of things can happen in those 14 days. Again, in the next 14 days, the judge can issue a decision. He can wait the 14 days. There can be an extension of the 14 days. That part about what may or may not happen in the next, 14 days, 1 month or two, is very, very technical, and I'm not gonna waste your time hearing this because it's very legal mumbo jumbo. It might be boring for you, okay? But know that there can be multiple motions filed. A lot of things can happen. What can finally happen with the case when all this is done? Well, the judge may throw out the lawsuit saying they don't have merit. The judge might accept it and stop the program completely from moving forward, or the judge might accept it partially, which is something we've seen in the past. Partially means that sometimes when there's cases like this that have already been filed and there's pending applications, the judge might say, okay, you can adjudicate the pending applications, but do not accept any more new ones. Okay, that's a real possibility of what can happen. Okay, so we've seen this in the past, and one of my recommendations is, if you fully qualify, you do not have any problems in your case, and to know if you have problems in your case that can hurt you by applying, you need to speak to an immigration attorney who has experience with all types of cases, because any little problem can mess you up. Okay, if you have the money to do this, okay, I would suggest to file. There is a risk. The risk is that you lose your money. Also, people that have DACA, okay, risk losing their DACA in certain circumstances. You need to speak to an experienced immigration attorney. If you don't have one, please call our office. I would be happy to help you. So, file it, because if that scenario happens that they say no new applications, but the ones that you have pending, adjudicate them, then if you filed on time, you are good. Okay, another thing that you need to be careful with is, how are you filing? Sometimes you file one step of the case and it gets approved, but then the final step of the case does not get approved because you messed something up in the middle. These are legal proceedings, okay? It's very important that you get legal help from a qualified person with experience. These cases, some of them have been approved very quickly, but this is just one step in order for you to get your residency. This does not give you your residency. It gives you a step towards residency. So think of it like a ladder. You're one step on top. If this program follows through, then you are saving potentially 3-4 years of that 601A adjudication. That's how long it's taking, okay? And you're gonna be able to apply for your green card right away. Obviously, remember, to apply for the green card, you're gonna have to go through other hurdles, make sure that you haven't committed certain crimes and are economically able to support yourself and all that jazz, okay? But if you can risk the money and your case is okay, good to go, apply, okay? Because one of the things that can happen with this is that they can stop the program altogether, but say the people who have the pending applications, they can get adjudicated. That's one of the possibilities of this case. Another possibility is that they stop the program for everybody, even, people who have been previously granted these reliefs. We just don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the day. So, it's all up in the air, and there are risks, okay? And some people have other risks of losing their current status. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen, okay? So Be very careful with this. Seek legal assistance. Again, I am here, 833-206-4472. Give me a call so that we can talk about your case and make sure that you are okay to apply for this. And if you are, my advice is to apply, and I'm very, very hopeful for this. This is quite different from what's happened. The arguments are a little bit different from what's happened in the past. And I feel hopeful that ultimately the states might not be able to prove their case. So again, if you don't have an attorney, 833-206-4472. My name is Priscilla Deniz, and I've been an immigration attorney for more than 10 years. I would love to be part of your immigration history.